Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Welcome to our 365 Daily Devotion Bible Character Citation. So ngayon ay patuloy pa rin natin pag-aaralan ating series o patuloy pa rin natin pag-aaralan ang kwento ni Moses, not the call of God. So Moses was not standing in a palace when God called him. No, he was standing in a wilderness. So after fleeing Egypt because of his failure and fear. So he spent 40 quiet years tending sheep in Midian. The man who once lived as a prince was now a shepherd in obscurity. It was in this hidden season that God revealed himself in a burning bush that was not consumed. So the holy God stepped into Moses' ordinary day. So when God called Moses by name, he revealed both his holiness and his was commanded to remove his sandals because the ground was holy. Yet the same God or the same holy God declared, I have indeed seen the misery of thy people. So the God who is transcendent is also compassionate. He invited Moses to participate in his redemptive plan. So Moses felt inadequate and fearful, but God promised his presence. So this story teaches us that divine calling is grounded not in human ability, but in God's character and covenant faithfulness. So sabi sa Exodus chapter 3 verse 10 to 12, So now go, I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. But Moses said to God, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? And God said, I will be with you. So sabi sa katuruan natin dito, una, God is a missional God. So from the very beginning, Scripture reveals a God who moved toward the broken. So in the wilderness encounter recorded in the book of Exodus, God declares that He has seen, heard, and come down to rescue His people. So the mission did not originate in Moses' heart, it originated in God's compassion. Divine mission flows from divine love. So God is not passive in the face of suffering. He intervenes in history. He reveals His name as I am, emphasizing His eternal and self-sufficient nature. So this means that mission is not an optional activity of God. It is the expression of who He is. So when we speak of mission, we are speaking of the very heartbeat of God. Second is God calls us to a mission, so greater than us. Moses' first response was insecurity. Who am I? He asked. His question reveals the tension between divine calling and human weakness. So God did not answer by boosting Moses' self-confidence. Instead, He redirected Moses' focus. I will be with you. The sufficiency of the mission rests in the presence of God. So throughout the scripture, consistently calls unlikely servants. So in the book of Isaiah felt unclean. In the book of Jeremiah felt too young, yet God's pattern remains the same. He chooses weak vessels so that His power may be clearly seen. The mission is always larger than the messenger. Third is God empowers those whom He calls. So Moses complained about his speech. He doubted his ability to persuade Pharaoh. Yet God responded by reminding Moses that He is the creator of the human mouth. The one who formed man is able to equip man. Calling and empowerment always go together in the purposes of God. So when Jesus commissioned His disciples in Gospel of Matthew, He declared all authority in heaven and on earth and promised His presence to the end of the age. So just as Moses was not sent alone, neither are we. So God's command is always accompanied by God's enabling grace. So application lang natin dito, una, engrave in your mind that God is a missional God. Pangalawa, embrace a missional life by fulfilling God's missions daily. And lastly, emerge victorious from every battle by the power of God.